We're getting to that halfway point of our trip around Europe, and one of the parks with the most coasters in one place was up next. Vienna Austria's Prater is a large park and permanent amusement park located in the middle of the city of Vienna.
It's been a long day, but this is a good finish. This park is amazing. Look at everything.
It's unlike any park in the world in its setting and its charm, and the attractions are all owned by different showmen, which means that it's free to explore around the theme park, but restaurants, rides, attractions, and all that the park has to offer are run by different companies. So this means that the rides are pay per attraction. So the costs do add up quickly if you're to spend an entire day here, but it also means that each location offers some of the best food and drinks you could ever ask for in an amusement park. It also means that the rides are usually kept in great shape. The area is also filled with some of the best people watching ever, and all this is what makes this area so special, so nostalgic, and just one of a kind. Some rides such as Olympia Looping are not permanent here and are a summer edition. This is common at the park, with larger traveling coasters sometimes spending half a year here in the summer. During this specific visit, when this video was taken, the looping was not here, although I have since ridden it and can say it's a coaster filled with intense positive G's, and it isn't my personal favorite ride, but it is one of the most special traveling coasters in the world. It's a must-do at least one time. At Prater, we'd go around and ride all 14 coasters that we're able to ride. There's a 15th coaster as well, but it's only for kids. And that was the main focus of this first visit here, along with eating some great food around the area, which can be found everywhere inside this park. There's a number of flat rides that you don't see often or ever, and plenty of ghost trains, a number of which are worth riding, and none that you really feel ripped off afterwards. They're all of good length and they all have some good effects inside. This park is about seeing a ride that you think you'll enjoy and just jumping right on it. Lines are always minimal thanks to the pay per attraction model, and that just leaves you more time to enjoy the vibes around this whole theme park. We'd circle around this park starting at the east and getting lost in the grid-like pathways and getting in as much as we could in the half day that we were here. Here's some highlights. Mega Blitz is a Vekoma coaster. It was built in 1994. The ride's extremely smooth. It feels closer to a new Vekoma than any of the older rides that they've made, in my opinion. It's filled with a lot of positive G's, and it's one of the better roller coasters at the amusement park. It's also one where you can see right into people's bedrooms and flats. They're just feet away from the track. I've never really seen anything like the placement of these apartments.
Look how close the coaster goes to the building.
Do you want to sleep right there? Like it says, be kind.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would want to. I'm sure no one else would want to sleep right there. Like, hello, this other bed.
It takes a special person to live right here. A massive booster ride is next door. It's one of the best attractions here at Prater, and it's a nice value for the ride length and thrill of the ride. Probably the best value in the park for the adrenaline that you get from this ride. The Boomerang is a Vekoma classic, but with these lap bars, it does actually help out the ride. It eliminates the headbanging a bit from the older over-the-shoulder restraints. For this reason, it's one of the best of these models in existence, in my opinion.
There's absolutely no padding on these things. It's still a boomerang.
That's my favorite boomerang I think ever.
And then you can also find one of my least favorite coaster models, this flying coaster, the WIENER model. It's a model you can find in some other amusement parks around the world. It looks intriguing and the lift hill is fun to watch, but past that, it's a bit of an uncomfortable experience and just not really fun.
I really need a beer now because my whole body's aching after the custom volare.
One of the roller ball models from Ride Engineers of Switzerland. It's a newer type of coaster. It's not my favorite. There's really not much to say about it. It offers some strange forces that you don't get on other rides, but none that are too thrilling or comfortable. It's different, but it's a pass for me.
Whoa!
Oh, God, slam.
Ecstasy is one of the many flats that you'll see, and it's one of the craziest flat rides ever. It holds you upside down for longer than any other ride that I've seen before. This spinning just holds you upside down. And across from that is a very good inside spinning coaster from Mauer with the highly original name Insider. Really great ride, worth a re-ride for us actually, and the queue is also pretty cool. A mix of kiddie coasters and some that I haven't seen before are rideable if you are someone who wants to count every roller coaster they've ridden, along with some wild mouse rides and classic coasters. It completes the coaster lineup nicely here, and they're always a good time.
Twice on this, it's that sketch for this ride.
Jacinte Sao is one of the newer attractions here and one of the longest coasters in the park. It's a Gerstlauer bobsled, so you can expect it to be extremely smooth, fun. It's a must-do coaster here at Prater. Definitely one that you don't want to miss.
Whoa! Last year. Whoa!
Oh wow, it's very smooth. One of my most anticipated ones here, the ride with the brakeman. There you go.
If you've never been on one, it's cool and an old-fashioned experience. It doesn't really go too fast, but it's just worth it just to see it, and it's got some nice mountain theming around it. A giant swing is another fun flat ride that I haven't seen anywhere else. Lots of negative G-force on this thing and more comfortable than I was expecting. There's a ton of rides that I've missed here at Prater, but that's the point of Prater. Each time you come here, you find something new, and that's something that is so special about it. This park is one of my favorite places in the world. You can go at your own speed. You can grab a drink and people watch. You can go on plenty of rides or just stand and watch the rides go around. Great kinetic energy everywhere, and some flat rides that you just don't see in other parks. It's perfect. I'd recommend a whole day here just so you can enjoy the food and atmosphere, but it is possible to get all the roller coasters in a few hours. It's just not something that I would do. Enjoy the city and the offerings that this place has to offer. It's also one of the most expensive park visits that you'll ever have. It's expensive if you want to ride a lot, and if you want to ride things again, it really does add up quickly.
So something that's a little different here and somewhat common in places like these is the bathrooms cost money. They cost 50 cents. So if you have a lot of beer, you're going to be spending a lot on the bathroom. But of course, all the kids just like go under like the turnstiles. This is like one of the most exciting park experiences because you just walk like 10 feet and there's another exciting ride. It would literally be so much money to live near here because every ride costs like €5, so you're spending a lot if you come here.
At least 80 American dollars, I would say, standard to get all the credits.
Yeah, food and rides, and then you're gonna see other ones you want to do, so it's gonna be €100.
And you need to have cash only.
Just like that, one of the longest days of our trip was over. It was actually into the next day, past midnight, and we had to drive through Czechia into Poland to Energylandia, one of our most anticipated parks of this trip, with the incredible Zadra RMC roller coaster and the Intamin Mega Coaster, the only one of its kind, Hyperion. So as always, thank you for watching, and until next time at Energylandia, we'll see you.